I'm just sure this morning during those eventful times that if someone had given you the microphone, or even if I would give you the microphone now and give you the opportunity to share your story, our hearts would ache and perhaps even skip a beat due to what you have gone through, or shame the devil what you're going through now. So I'm here as a messenger of God to declare in this season of your life, in this place where you are seated, that whatever it is, it shall be well with thee. Don't panic, don't fret, dry your weeping eyes, get up, dust yourself off, clean up your house, because it shall be well with thee. In spite of what's going on all around you, it might not be in your house, but it's in somebody's house. So in spite of what's going on around you, don't panic, because it shall be well. That it must be well. It must be well. There's no other alternative. It must be. It has to work out in my favor. It has to turn around. It has to, what do I have anybody up in here that'll say it must be well? It has to be well. It shall be well. Whatever it is, it shall be well. I come to tell you, good things are about to happen in your life. Blessings are about to come in your life. Don't you push that panic button, because it shall be well in your house. There is hope in the midst of devastation. The storm may rise, the wind may blow, but God is able to speak calmness in the midst of devastation. Have you ever had him speak a word in the midst of your personal shocking situation? Not just a word, but a calm word. Don't panic. It shall be well with thee. Woo! Don't panic, don't panic. Psalm 25, Psalm 12 and 5 from the Amplified Bible says this: because of the devastation of the afflicted, because of the groaning of the needy, now I will arise, says the Lord. Because of what you're going through, now I'll get up. Because of what you're confronted with, now I'm going to shift my position. Because of what is in your life, now I will arise. I will place him in a safety for which he longs for. Not only is he saying, I'm going to rise, I'm going to get up in the midst of the devastation, but I'm going to hide you where the devil can't find you. I'm going to hide you in a place of safety. You don't have to push the panic button. We're not governed by the world system. We're not governed by the world's system. John 17 and 14 says that we don't belong to the world. We're in the world. But the old folks in East Texas used to sing, I'm just a stranger traveling through this barren land. This is not my home. I'm in the land of the dying, on my way to the land of the living, where I will never grow old. So I don't belong to the world. I'm connected to the kingdom. I'm connected to the one who created Genesis 1 and 1, the one who created the heavens and the earth. So hold on, because you're going to be all right. Yes, we are again a part of the cosmos, but Psalm 91 and 7 says, even though we're in the midst of all of this, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not. It must not. It can't come up in my house. It can't come upon me. It shall not. It may be all around me. I might feel the effects of the thing, but I'm not affected by what's going on because it shall not. It doesn't have permission. It doesn't have permission. I'm not intimidated by the action that it takes. I'm not intimidated by what it looks like, but it doesn't have permission. You can't touch that. It doesn't have permission. It makes a difference when the right person is talking. We have a whole lot of people talking, but they can't back it up. Never let a naked man sell you clothes. If you were that good of a salesman, you ought to have your own clothes. So it makes a difference who's talking. There is no righteousness by nature. You were not born Jesus Jr. Say to the righteous, expect nothing but good. Good in every situation. He says, say to the righteous, don't panic. Instead of panicking, I need you to have great expectation. I need you to expect good things from God. I don't want you to talk to anyone. Put your hand on your own self and say something good is going to happen to me today. Expect good things from God. My question is, what are your expectations for your life? Do you have high expectations or do you have low expectations? Are you excited about your future, or are you facing it with deep apprehensions and perhaps fear? Well, I come to challenge you, don't panic, but say yes to expectation. Expect it to be well. Expectation determines what you will have in life and what you will have in your future. But expectation also represents what you're willing to settle for. What you're willing to settle. Are you settling for an empty field? Are you going to expect nothing? Or are you expecting the fulfillment of a lifelong vision or a lifelong dream? Expectation is the power to have an ideal that becomes so real until you see it, you feel it before you can hold it. You don't wait until it manifests itself, but expectation puts into action what I believe is going to happen. Expectation empowers you to think the unthinkable, do the undoable, and turn uncertainty, hoping, into certainty. Expectation wakes you up at night and say, I see it when I don't see nothing. Expectation allows you to talk about it as if it's already done. Expectation make people think you have $1 million in your bank account when the account is overdrawn, because I expect God to give me the wisdom. I expect, I'm not afraid. It shall be done. So I expect it to be done. Not only that, but I'm challenging you not to panic. Tell somebody, don't panic. But instead, get ready for new doors in your life. New doors. Revelation 3:8 says, see, I have set before you I have placed before you an open door, and no man can shut your door. You don't have to like me, but you cannot shut my door. Said, I've set before you. I've set doors of opportunity. I've set doors of advancement. I've set doors of elevation. I put the doors in front of you personally. I put doors in front of your family. I open doors for your businesses. I open doors for your relationships. I've opened doors for your church. And Christ declares, I see your works. I know your works. I see you working when nobody else sees you working. I see you working with tears in your eyes. And I'm going to reward you. So tell the righteous, say to the righteous, it shall be well, because I've opened a door and no man can shut it. I like to paraphrase this verse, if you will, and I'm bringing it to a close. I like to paraphrase this verse by saying, I have set before you an open door, and it will remain open until you come in. You don't have to worry about it. I will keep the door